Logitech G402 for 15 bucks? Oh yeah, I think so. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give it away to somebody who comments down below. Hey guys, Tiago with Classical Technology here. Please subscribe if you enjoy my content, smash that like button, leave a comment below if you want a chance at winning this mouse. It's a great mouse, so let's get into it. So the other day I was browsing through my local Best Buy, just looking for whatever new gaming peripherals may be out, and something really caught my eye. As I scanned the shelf of different gaming mice, I saw this Logitech bad boy for $14.99. At first I had to go in and read the label just to make sure I didn't misread it, because 15 bucks, that's like lunch somewhere. That's extremely cheap for a mouse that I know is good. Why? Years ago, I used to play with this mouse, the G402. Now this mouse is kind of known as an FPS mouse because it's really light. Back in the day, it kind of competed with the G502, which is an excellent mouse, but it's going to be heavier than this. So I know a lot of gamers who play games like Overwatch, Quake Champions, even Counter-Strike. They really like the simplicity of this mouse. In fact, there was a period where I bought both the 5G02 as well as the 402. Of course, I thought I'm probably going to return the 402 because the 502, I mean, everybody loves it. It's the more expensive mouse. It's definitely going to be better. But day in and day out after using it, I started to really like the 402 better, and I ended up returning the G502. As crazy as that sounds, this mouse just felt perfect in my hand. And when I looked up at my shelf at Best Buy and I saw this for 15 bucks, and they had a bunch of them, so I think it just went out because I haven't seen this before. I said, oh man, I need to get one of these just to play with it again. I used to love this mouse. That is a really great deal. I don't even think Amazon has it for this low. 15 bucks for a gaming mouse of this caliber, oof. So let's talk a little bit about what makes this mouse so good. The number one thing that I'm going to say is definitely the weight. Now, it's not the lightest mouse around, especially after, the last couple of years we've had like the Final mouse, even the Model O for, glorious gaming. We've had some serious gaming mice that are extremely like featherweight light. But this is still considerably light. It's not as heavy as some of the other mice. And that's one of the things that really make it the standout mouse. The second thing that I really like about this mouse, and this kind of goes hand in hand with it being light, is just the way that it feels. When you hold it and you're messing around with the mouse, even in Windows, it just feels so natural. A great way for me to see if I'm going to like a mouse or not before I even jump into any games is just seeing how it works in Windows. I mean, if it's fluid, if it feels natural, if I'm hitting all my points pretty easily, I know that most likely it's going to be a great mouse, and this mouse is it. For $15, I really don't think you're going to find a better mouse. Like, it's a ridiculous deal. Now, some people may prefer a heavier mouse, but believe it or not, for a lot of games where you have to have really fast reaction times, talk about like Call of Duty, Quake Champions, Overwatch, Counter-Strike, a light mouse is really essential. That's why all these crazy light mice have been coming on the market, and why, yes, they're going to be lighter than this. A lot of them are going to be multiple times the price, some even well over $100. So for $15, this isn't even that much of a compromise. It's an excellent mouse. The DPI range is from 240 to 4000. I'll generally play anywhere between 400 to 800. 800 is usually where I keep it at for like Windows use on maybe a 4K 27-inch monitor or even a 1440p monitor. And I'll go down to 400 DPI when I'm playing like an FPS game, like Overwatch or Quake Champions or something like that. But this range is more than enough. I know some mice go to like 12,000, but I don't really think that's useful for anybody. This mouse does have an optical sensor, which I greatly prefer to laser sensors. They just feel more natural and they just feel like they respond better. Now let's talk about a few downsides for this mouse, and trust me, for $15 there's really not too much you can complain about. So we're really kind of nitpicking here just to try to balance out the view on this mouse. Now, the build quality is not necessarily the greatest. It never was, even when this mouse was extremely expensive. I mean, for the cable, it's not like you're going to get a really nice braided cable. It's not necessarily going to stay out of your way like a much more flexible and lighter braided cable. So just have some type of mouse bungee or something to hold it and keep it out of the way. But overall, the mouse isn't built like that bad. It's not like it's going to fall apart, but it does feel great in the hands. That doesn't take away from this at all. This mouse even has RGB with the little G logo. I mean, that's for 15 bucks. I mean, what more could you want? That's pretty great. So overall, I mean, mice can be very subjective. Everybody likes a little bit different things, but for 15 bucks, you really can't go wrong here, even as like a backup mouse or maybe for a different system or just to try it out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this G402 mouse. I'm going to be giving one away to somebody who comments below. I'm going to post the rules in the description. It's going to be a Gleam link. Basically, you just go there, then you visit my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook. Take a look at those if you enjoyed the content. Remember to take a look at my other videos on YouTube. Subscribe if you like my content, and I'll see you guys on the next video.